Well, today is the day the world is supposed to join together in observance of the International Day of Peace. Now, I say supposed to because us adults, we're not doing such a good job. But the kids still have a chance. So I rolled over to St. Mark's Episcopal Day School and met some kids that bonded over a game in an effort to make world peace. World domination is a problem, son, but solve 23 problems, the World Peace Game is one.
The World Peace Game is a multi-level political simulation game where 4 imaginary countries are set to work out real-world global crises that are happening.
It was neat to put that in the hands of the kids to see the creative ways that they decided to solve the problems.
Started almost 30 years ago by John Hunter, the World Peace Game is played internationally, predominantly by 4th graders. St. Mark's Episcopal is one of 2 schools in Florida that play. The game is 4-tiered, with space, airspace, sea level, and underwater considerations for the 4 countries to focus on. So there are 4 countries, each given 23 issues their country has to resolve. There was a lot to learn in the moment.
Each country has a prime minister, a secretary of state, a minister of defense, and a CFO. And so the goal is that each of those participants takes their role and provides some advice to each of the prime ministers who ultimately make the decisions. But the hardest part as a teacher is to back off and let them discover, like, you know, you're supposed to figure this out. I can't tell you what to do.
There were multiple objectives the teachers hoped the students would learn.
The first thing we wanted the students to learn through the World Peace Game was how to solve real-world problems. They had different crises that they had to solve. Some were social, economic, military problems. The second thing we wanted them to learn was how to communicate as a group and to see things from someone else's point of view. And the last thing we wanted them to learn was just basically how different countries, how the leaders of different countries have to face different problems on a day-to-day basis.
And the imaginary game has helped the now 5th graders in the real world.
I think they communicate as a group more effectively now, and they manage their time wisely now. I heard one student say, if we were able to play the game again, we would be more effective with our time and more time efficient. Just because they realized in the beginning that when they were, trying to solve the crises, that they really were trying to work kind of as different countries. And once they realized the point was to work together, they saw things a lot quicker.
Well, let's get the young ones' perspectives.
Adults can't really solve these things, so they do on children because we have more imagination.
It's just about how we need to know, everyone should know how to be able to work together.
I think it helped me get more interested in the government, and it got me interested in learning about the presidents that we had and have.
I think when we get jobs as grown-ups, I think it will really help us with the real world and for things how they'll work.
It's easier to get stuff done like assignments on time now.
I'm a perfectionist, and I'm particularly slow at doing it, but the World Peace Games it helps me with that. So I get homework done like that.
Brooke says it's also helped teachers who weren't directly involved with the game when teaching students.
So the biggest thing that they take away, that a lot of teachers have taken away, is really the importance of teaching perspective and getting them to understand how to view everyday crises, not major global crises, but just everyday things from someone else's perspective when you're making a decision.
Making world peace is solvable, son. Open up the minds of the youth, and the game is won. I'm Rance Adams for River City Live. So thanks to Mrs. Stroud and Mrs. Gallagher, and they're now 5th graders, for sharing stories with us and letting me hang out. Now, the game is internationally renowned. You should go check out the story behind John Hunter's story and the creation of the World Peace Game. So today is the International Day of Peace. If you want to know more about that, St. Mark's Episcopal Day School or anything they've got going on, check out rivercitylivetv.com and click on the As Seen on RCL link.
All right, we'll be back.